It's Comedy on Tap with Mark Bonto, Don Harbin, Don Olmsted Swanson, Dave Kennedy, guest starring this week, Marwan Prince.
Hey, don't go. It's time for Comedy on Tap, and you know what that means. Boy, have we got a great show for you tonight. We've got things Marwan said in a Flint General's costume, Mark's ways to fix the economy, things that I don't want to hear from my accountant, funny pictures, Comedy on Tap news, a whole bunch more. Will you welcome the funniest man on cable, the man who shovels the snow with a teaspoon, Mark Bonto!
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, thank you, everybody. Thank you once again. The shout out. Oh, thank you. Welcome, everybody, to the show. Another 20 and a half minutes of pure hilarity and fun. Thanks, Don, for that welcome.
You're welcome.
Very nice of you. Welcome, everybody, again to the show. Hey, we have a brand new president as we tape this up. 44th president of the United States, Barack Obama. He was elected to the presidency, being our first African-American president, fulfilling Martin Luther King's dream. Yes. As being the first president from Hawaii, he also filled the dream of Don Ho. Wow! Wow, that was better than 3 times ago. 2 million people were actually at the inauguration. 2 million people at the inauguration. Of course, Barack Obama has George Bush to thank for that. He does. Yeah, he's got George Bush to thank for that because so many people were unemployed that they were able to make time to go to Washington, D.C. Absolutely. Unless your name is Don Harbin and you've got time on your hands anyway. You've worked at the post office 30 years and, you can do that. A lot of people were bored waiting for the inauguration to start, from what I hear. As a matter of fact, Dick Cheney, he was a little cold. Yeah, he was so cold that his teeth were chattering. Yeah, and his teeth were in his pocket. That's how cold he was. Now, people were so bored, waiting for the inauguration to start, that people actually were doing the electric slide. The dance, yes, the electric slide. Yeah. Apparently, the best way to celebrate the first black president is to do the whitest dance imaginable. Something like that. Yeah, at least they didn't do the Macarena. I'm happy. Bill Clinton drew big responses from the crowd when he got it. Bill Clinton. Yeah, thousands of women in the crowd said, "That's him, officer. That's him." Inauguration ceremonies cost a lot of people angry. A lot of people are angry because inauguration ceremonies cost $170 million. Yeah, when Oprah Winfrey heard about this, she said, "Don't worry, everybody, this one's on me." A lot of hotels in Washington, D.C., because of the inauguration, a lot of the hotels were overbooked. You couldn't get a room. Yeah. Overbooked, unbelievable. Even VIPs had a hard time finding a hotel room. Yeah, in fact, Bill and Hillary Clinton even had to share the same room. That's how overbooked they were. Chief Justice John Roberts, he flubbed the oath of office. Like I didn't do that line. He flubbed it. Remember? He flubbed it. He had to go back the next day and do it. Do it again. Now, they said it was okay. It would have been okay the first time. But, people in the field, they say, technically, we could have been without a president for 24 hours. Not a big deal. We've been without a president the last 8 years. We can do it up to 24 hours. Sure. Absolutely. Barack Obama moved his mother-in-law into the White House. Have you heard about this, Don?
Yes.
Yes, he moved his mother-in-law. Yeah, which is surprising because this is a guy who's supposed to be against torture. Dude, why would he do that? And finally, Barack Obama held a fundraiser dinner for John McCain just last week. Yes, you could tell it was for John McCain because the dinner was over at 4 p.m. Well, let's go right now. Let's go to Marwan Prince, who's got some things that he said while wearing a Flint General's costume. Take it away, Marwan.
Thanks, Mark. Hi, I'm Marwan Prince. I was the mascot for the Flint Generals, General Rally, and these are just a few things that I have said or would have said in the outfit. Don't tell anybody, but I got a dead body in here. I need a little help here. A mouse just ran up my pant leg. Excuse me, I can't fit into my car. For $10, would you roll me to the Piranha Arena? Can you get me a rag? Can you get me a rag? I just threw up in this thing. Anyone know where I can find a puck-shaped hooker? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the weekend guy. There's room for two. Can you see my eyes? I'm sorry, I can't do that in this outfit. That's not my tail. My head just fell off. Can you grab it for me, please? Will you scratch my nose for me? Thank you. Thanks, Mark.
Very good. Thank you, Marwan. Very good. Welcome to the show, Don.
Oh, thanks, Mark.
Nice to see you. Haven't talked to you in a long time.
I was out of town.
You were out of town. You actually went to the inauguration, didn't you?
I did, yes,
The
I did.
presidential inauguration, a historic event.
Yes.
You saw the first African-American president ever being sworn in.
Had to go.
Often. Now that's quite an experience, isn't it?
Yes, it was. It was an incredible experience. Yeah.
Incredibly.
Yeah.
And you stayed
Floor of a church, because that was the best hotel room I could get.
Well, a lot of people that I know 4 people personally who went.
Yep.
And you're the only one who actually, of those 4 people, who actually stayed in Washington,
in
D.C.
Washington, yeah. It was about 5 miles north of the
Oh,
mall
that's not
there.
bad. Oh,
No,
that's
we
not
caught
bad.
the metro into town.
Right.
Got up at 6 o'clock Tuesday morning. Caught
Yeah.
the metro into town.
Yeah.
10 cars the size of a bus, all jammed with people.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Tokyo.
Yeah.
Kids and I.
Did you have a good time?
Yes, had a good time. My son.
You're wearing your Barack Obama
Wearing my
button.
Barack Obama.
I don't know if we can get it tied to this. We'll get it tied a bit later. Or now.
Both my kids went. We all had
Uh-huh.
a wonderful time.
Uh-huh,
Stood in the crowd with blowing wind, freezing, but it was great.
So
It
when
was
we
wonderful.
talked a little while ago, a few shows ago,
Yes.
about who you're voting for,
Yes.
I guess.
You guessed it.
I guess
you
we
guessed
know.
who I was voting
I guess
for.
we
That's
know
right.
who it was. Well, good for you, Don.
It was wonderful.
And you had a good time.
Had a great time. Yes.
And and you came back that day,
Came back Wednesday, the day after.
the day after.
Yeah.
So you even stayed at the church the
Slept in
same
church a couple nights. Yes.
couple nights
Yeah.
with your kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Slept on the floor.
Nothing more I like doing is take my kids on vacation and have them sleep on the floor.
Cheap accommodations, you know.
Can you hear me? Cheap accommodations. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, well, that's good. Good for you. By the way, folks, if you want to email us, you can. We are at. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do
Do
this
that?
yet.
Good.
I did
Very
this
good.
during the first 3 rehearsals. We had rehearsals. Thanks, Scott.
Is
We
that
had
how
rehearsals.
you poked your cheek?
Yeah. You can email us. ComedyOnTapTV@yahoo.com. It's at the bottom of your screen. It's right down here.
Down there
ComedyOnTapTV@yahoo.com. Please give us an email. We've had a lot of good emails
Good.
lately.
Yeah.
I myself monitor them and delete them. But we have had a lot of good,
Good.
responses.
Good.
How about that monologue?
Excellent.
Okay. How about this economy, though? They're talking about this economy. They're talking about how bad it is.
Whoa, getting tough.
Now that we got a president who's a Democrat,
Who cares?
Who cares? It might get a little bit better.
Yeah, let's hope so.
I have a list of things. Mark Bonto's ways to fix the economy.
Well, hey, maybe it'll help.
Yeah, I got my ways.
Yeah.
Because maybe it'll help because our economy is not the best.
You have a lot of influence.
I do. For example, here's what I think. I think we should encourage tourists to throw their spare change in the Grand Canyon. Now, wouldn't that help the economy?
Yeah.
It might. We should sell New Mexico to Mexico. Let's do it.
That'd work.
Why not? Let's lotto our way out of this mess.
Hey.
Come on. We should rent the moon for weddings and bar mitzvahs.
I guess we could do that.
We could do that. We can get out of the economy finally. My way of fixing the economy. President Obama should go on Deal or No Deal and just hope he chooses the right briefcase. I think he should do
That'll
it.
work.
Yes.
By golly.
By golly, he should. Now, Don, you, tax time is coming up.
Yeah, I've been trying to straighten out my taxes.
You've got a lot of finances that you need to get straight because you are one wealthy man. Take a look at this man. Look at him. Look at him.
I am. That's why.
There's a man who can afford to go to the presidential inauguration. Look at that mug.
That's right. That's why I slept on the floor to
Exactly.
save my money.
You couldn't get a hotel even if you had all the money in the world.
But I saved my money for a good accountant.
You did?
I did.
Did you pay him?
Well, actually, I got a list of things.
What is it?
Well,
Things
you know what
that-
it is?
Sometimes you don't want to hear
Things
something.
you don't want to hear from your accountant.
Like what?
Well, he's a good accountant, but
Yeah.
there are some things you don't want to hear.
Really?
Like,
Really?
listen, I'm not really good with math.
Oh, no. You don't ever want to hear that.
No, you don't want to hear that.
No.
And
What else don't you want to hear from your accountant?
the good news is you're getting a huge refund. The bad news is you're going to have to hide out in Costa Rica for a while.
Oh!
So I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Now, my accountant says, I'd gladly waive my fee for a night with your wife.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You don't want to hear
You
that.
don't wanna hear that,
I
no.
don't care who. You don't want to
No,
hear that.
don't want to hear that.
No.
And
Yes.
accountant says,
Yes.
screw the computer. I do all my work on an Etch-a-Sketch.
Oh,
All you got to do is shake it, then you got to start all over again.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you don't want to hear your accountant say that.
He says, what's your rush? You got until June 15th, right?
June 15th.
June 15th.
Yeah, you don't want him
You
to
don't
say
hear
that.
No, you don't want to hear that.
No.
And last thing you don't want to hear,
What are you?
I was late filing your return so I could appear on Comedy on Tap.
Oh, boy. If your accountant said that, that's something you don't
Yeah.
want to hear.
Got to find another accountant.
I'll catch that yet.
You'll get it yet.
You know, Comedy on Tap, even we're caught in the middle of the economy. Here on Comedy on
We
Tap,
are.
you can see the skeleton crew. Says on, hello, hello.
Bones, move the camera.
Bones. You tell us the skeleton crew. Very good. But thanks to all one of you for coming.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, honestly, but there's some ways. The economy's getting better, but there's some ways. Even we had to cut back here on Comedy on Tap. For example, we're not paying our. You do the news.
I do.
Yeah, we're not. We're not paying you anymore, or the writers, the people who write your. No, the anchors. You guys are just gonna have to make stuff up. You're just gonna have to make stuff up.
That should save you a bundle.
Another way, Comedy on Tap is cutting back. Same amount of comedy, 30% less tap. Same amount of comedy, 30% less tap.
Yeah, I understand.
Instead of videotape, we'll shoot the show with a Polaroid camera. I'm telling you, we're cutting back.
Gotta do
Say
what you
goodbye to the funny pictures. Say hello to a video of old guys playing pinochle.
Oh, gee.
You know?
Well,
we got to
hey,
cut back somehow.
it's cheap, yeah.
We got it. We got to cut expenses. Finally, another way that Comedy on Tap, here on the show, another way we're cutting back. From now on, COT stands for credit or trust. Another way we are cutting back.
Where you got to?
You know, it's cold outside.
Boy, is it cold outside.
Boy, is it. Have you had a cold or anything?
I did. I had a cold just before I went to Washington.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually just finished doing a play, and in the middle of it, actually towards the very end of it, I caught a cold.
Oh, no. Ooh.
Fortunately, I got better before the last weekend
Yeah.
of shows. But the point is, it's that time of year.
It is.
Yeah, colds, chapped lips, right?
Yeah.
Do you use chapstick?
I use chapstick. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Because you gotta keep your lips moist.
I do, yeah.
Is that right, Mike? Our director, Mike. Yeah. Because he keeps his lips moist.
I used a lot of it when I was in
Don't know what that
Washington
means.
because I made it a point I was going to kiss every person there.
Did you?
I didn't.
Was there 400 people per porta potty?
Something like that. Sam figured out if they put them in one line, it'd be 7 miles long of
porta potties?
johns.
It's a good thing. You know, there wasn't one crime committed.
I know, isn't it incredible?
It's incredible. One crime committed.
Really incredible. Yeah.
Listen. Anyway, we're talking about chapstick.
Chapstick.
Right. But there's a chapstick hotline. Okay, for everybody who wants to know, if you want to know, if you've got chapstick and you've had these questions, you can call the chapstick hotline.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can do that. Here are some questions. I called them myself and I said, look, producer Comedy on Tap, I need to know some questions that you get from the chapstick hotline, and they gave me.
Oh, cool.
So here's some questions that were received by the chapstick hotline. Hi, is this the chopstick hotline? See, they get.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing that they received at the chapstick hotline is, okay, I removed the cap. Now what?
Oh, boy. They need a lot of help.
Another question they received at the chapstick hotline. Can I use it to highlight sentences in books? They're asking everything. I'd like to dress these little tubes in tiny little clothes I make. Is that legal? That was a question.
In your world, it is legal.
As a matter of fact, I think I asked that. Another question we received about the chapstick hotline: is it available in a spray? Finally, another question we received by the chapstick hotline.
Okay.
I lost my chapstick. Did anyone turn it in?
You know, I picked up some when I was in Washington. I might have.
You might have it. You might have it. Looked like somebody did that. You know, we talked about saving money on funny pictures.
Yes.
We were joking. We
You spent money, didn't you?
We have funny pictures to show. So if we, maybe we should just get right to them. I don't know. Maybe we should. You had a good time in Washington.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And everything went fine?
Everything went fine. Yep.
Scott, I'm delaying a little bit. I don't know if we're all.
They didn't arrest me.
No, why not? I mean,
couldn't
you wore
find me in the
pants.
crowd.
You couldn't find me.
I wore pants.
Were there
It was
really
cold.
2 million people there?
Yes, there was.
Really?
I started counting and I finished about 4 weeks. No,
I had no idea.
there was a lot of people.
All right, ready? Okay, good. Here's the first one.
You guys didn't do your.
Oh, we didn't. You know, we should do this. We should do this because we do
It's
this.
time now.
Well, I lead. I'm the
Yeah,
host,
all right. Okay, I'm ready.
and I never say it's time now.
Okay,
I
I'm
just
ready.
said now it's time. Oh, I say now it's time. Yeah, the word switched around. Now it's time for funny pictures. Why am I the one always leaning in? I'm leaning in. I'm blocking the thing.
Because
Let's do that again. And now it's time for funny pictures. We're the worst singers. It's like the electric slide. We're two white guys that can't sing.
that's right. Can't dance either.
Here's the first one. Unbelievable. We can't dance either. Yeah, we both do the electric slide.
We do.
This one I saw just in the newspaper just the other day. This one comes from the medical section.
Oh.
They were talking about the health department. Mm-hmm. They had a party. Party attendees become ill at the health department gathering. Health department, yeah. There's a gathering. They were ill.
At least they knew what to do, I hope.
Yeah. Here's one I found quite amusing. It says, 1 in 4 kids drop out of high school. 1 in 4. F-O-R. Yeah, I think the person who
wrote that.
the person who wrote that was one of them.
out.
Yeah. I love this one. I love the pictures themselves that are actually funny.
Oh, yeah.
This one is a radioactive site. See it? And it says, radioactive site is open to tourists. See? Yeah. They're opening it now to tourists.
Why not?
Why not? I don't know if you've gone or not.
No, I have not.
Here's one I found a little amusing. You got to kind of look a little close here. This lady is for this MedTech college. If you can look closely, she's got 3 hands. She's got another one. Right? Whose hand is this? Right there. Unbelievable. 3 hands. Did you know her? Did you ever date her, Scott? No, never.
Never had the pleasure.
Never had the pleasure. A woman with 3 hands. I once dated a woman with 3 breasts. One right in the middle of her back. Weird looking, but a lot of fun to dance with. Of course, we never did the electric slide. More. Where's my pencil?
Got more? Did it?
No, I got more. Much to the dismay of everybody. Here we go. We're on a roll now. Everybody's laughing.
We are.
Testing. All right. This one says. Oh, this is funny. This is funnier than crap. You ready? Sorry. The inmate attempts suicide. He's moved off death row.
They didn't want him to take the fun away, did they?
That's right. They didn't want him to take the fun away. He's moved
They wanted
off
him to
death row.
spoil the party.
Can you see that okay? Are these blurry? Because I don't have my glasses on.
Neither do I.
You-
They're awful blurry for me.
We're taking your word for it that these are they clear?
Sure, why not?
It's funny because I'm looking at the monitor and
It's our skeleton crew. What do we expect?
what can we do? And I can't really tell if it's blurry. I'm counting on our camera person,
Me
our
too, I
stage
can't
our
tell.
stage manager, our camera person, and our director, all one guy to.
As long as you keep reading them, I can laugh because I cannot read
all
them.
right, that's right. I'll read them. I promise.
Okay.
This one says, "Oh yeah, this is a school lunch." I don't know if you can see that or not. School lunch. Friday. Can you see that? Right. Friday is fish creatures. Fish creatures on Friday.
Oh.
Yeah. What the hell
I
are fish
think I'll
creatures?
skip.
What is that?
I think it's the day you want to skip.
Right
school.
after that, it says
Fish
tuna
creatures.
fish. It says tuna fish. Did he pull away? Oh, there it is.
It
See?
could be.
And then tuna fish after that.
Could be anything they pull out.
Yeah, you're right. We're on that
Skip
picture
school
too
on
long.
Friday.
Here's something that you don't want to buy for your kids. This is a poo sifting sandbox. You see this? A poo sifting. There you go.
Okay.
Poo sifting sandbox. Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to sit in that, especially after kids
No.
get out.
No
It's
beach
funnier if you saw it, I promise. Oh, yeah, I like this one because this one is going to happen just next week. I got this one. It says, a top secret mission to launch Tuesday. Yeah. How secret can it be?
Well, the secret's out now.
Secret's out. It's going to launch Tuesday.
Tuesday's
Top
gonna
secret
launch.
to launch Tuesday. Don't worry, it's coming. 2 more here. Here we go. Okay, all right. All right, this is a good sale.
Oh.
Look at the monitor if you can see it. With the thank you card, See, it's $119. Yeah. Without the card, it's $2.39.
Boy, that's an expensive card. Wow.
$119 with the card, $2.39 without the card.
Wow.
And finally, if you're thinking about moving, there's Scott, you might be interested in this because this is the condo complex.
Oh.
And it's called the Mediterranean Villa. And if you can see that, this is what a deal. If you can read that, what's highlighted, it says they have sunsets every day. Every day there's sunsets.
Every day. Well,
Every day. What are the odds of that happening?
I don't know. That's just incredible.
What are the odds of none of the funny pictures being funny? What are the odds? Why don't we call this the picture segment? Wouldn't that be good? Here we go.
Yeah.
It's funny.
The sun always sets at our show, so hey, might
Anyway.
as well set there.
No, but it really, what the hell does that mean, Don?
have no idea
That's
what
one
it
of the
means.
thing that I'll watch when I'm watching the show and say, why didn't I catch that?
If it rents an
Testing?
apartment, it's good. Hello?
Hello? I love this.
Yeah.
Thanks to Scott DeMaria, our set and sound and
Yeah.
pop man.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah, we're having a great show, as you could probably tell from the funny pictures. The funny pictures. And you're back from Washington,
I'm
and
back
I'm
from
glad
Washington.
you made it safe.
Made it safe.
Let's
I
go
did.
to let's go to Comedy on Tap News right now with Don and Dave. Take it away. And now it's time for Comedy on Tap News with Dave Kennedy and Don Harmon.
Hi, I'm Dave Kennedy, and this is Comedy on Tap News. In our top story tonight, there has been 130 million tons of garbage hauled out from the presidential inauguration. And that doesn't even include the previous administration.
During the inauguration ceremonies, there were 2 million people crammed in the mall. And I was there and did a head count, and I can vouch for that. And you know, with 2 million people, there was not one arrest. Not a single crime was committed in Washington. Of course, now that's about to change because Congress is back.
The official temperature at the presidential inauguration was 18 degrees. John McCain said it was so cold his teeth were chattering, and they were in his pocket at the time.
President Obama has signed an executive order officially banning torture in the United States. No torture in the United States. That means ABC may be forced to cancel The View.
The latest rumor in Washington is that Barack Obama may open up trade with Cuba. This is great news for anyone looking to buy a black and white television.
This Sunday in Detroit, a church put an SUV on stage in order to pray for a miracle for the big three automakers. And apparently there was a miracle. Someone bought the SUV.
Jeb Bush said in an interview that Republicans cannot be the old white guy party. That's what he called it, the old white guy party. He made this statement while at the National Shuffleboard Convention in Boca Raton, Florida.
And finally today in Flint, it was colder than a GM dealership. Instead of a bailout, the automakers have asked for a farm subsidy because of all the lemons they've produced over the years. All the lemons? Hey, I'm Don Harmon for Comedy on Tap News. And you remember, no news is our news.
Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. We had a great time tonight. We hope you did too. Did you have a good time?
I had a wonderful
It was
time.
a wonderful time. Thanks again
Wonderful
for joining
time.
us.
Yeah,
Yes,
thanks.
super time. Folks, if you want to email us once again, you can. ComedyOnTapTV@yahoo.com. Until then, folks, this is Mark Bonto for Comedy on Tap. Everybody have a funny night. Good night, everybody.
And finally tonight, in Flint, it was colder than a GM dealership. Instead of a bailout, the automakers decided to apply for farm subsidies because they decided to apply for farm subsidies because of all.
That's okay. So it's okay.
Are you rolling?
Beat this horse.
Get a picture of him in a costume. Did you clip?
I
Tape still
don't.
rolling. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, I'm Marwan Prince. I'm. Right at the camera, right? Right?
Yep, right there. Yep, and, yep, exactly, right at the camera.